Hi everyone, Sam the Miracle Man here. Let's create a miracle in your life today. So today I want to talk about stress, anxiety, the worry, the fears, and to realize that most of those feelings that we have are situational. That what you're seeing on TV, on social media, is adding to your story. This story, this inner critic, your beliefs, your opinion, this is what I call the head trash. And it is very situational. It's really dependent on this moment and how you're perceiving this moment. Usually if you're depressed, sad, the mind doesn't like this moment or doesn't like your current situation. So it's creating stories. And those stories release all these chemicals throughout the body. Just feels like you're zapped your energy, feel like you're living in a fog. Just feel maybe really confused. When the mind starts overthinking, creates a lot of confusion, indecision, not having a clear focus. And I know my personal experience as a bipolar. Back in my 20s when I was diagnosed, I was mostly a depressed bipolar with a few bouts of mania, but I really thought that life was terrible. What else is going to go wrong? Nothing works out. All those stories. But they always gave me medicine, but they never told me that it was a story, that it was a thought. And you are ultimately not your thoughts. You're not your beliefs. You're not your opinions. You're not your stories. If you're really identified with the body and mind, go take a look at some photos of yourself over the years and ask yourself, where did you go? I have all these different bodies, but where did I go? No place. The witness has never changed. The consciousness has never changed. But the body changes. Spirit does not. So just realize when you're facing depression, sadness, anxiety, worry, it's just the mind protesting this moment in some way. That this moment is not good enough or that it needs to be different. Well, there is good news. You can make the moment different. You can really get yourself fully present and choose a different path, a different way forward. Because time just keeps on ticking. Do we stay in the same old loop or do we break the loop? It's really our choice, our decision, that we're ultimately responsible for our life. But it took me a long, long time to realize that. It was so easy to blame others for my misery. The doctor didn't give me the right medicine. The doctor did this or that. Or he or she did this to me. All these stories keep us trapped in that loop of being a victim. And that's not empowering. You want to stay in your power. So how do we stop the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the thoughts about the current situation? It's actually rather simple, but it may be a little difficult at first because your mind will get annoyed with the process. Because the mind's doing everything it can to stay in control. The mind hates Head Trash Anonymous. The mind wants to keep you trapped in pain, suffering, depression, stress. And the way we break this is by becoming fully present, by learning where are my feet, to realize the mind can either be in the story or focused on where your feet are. It can't be in both places at one time. This conscious mind cannot multitask. It's able to switch tasks very quickly, but it doesn't multitask. The subconscious can multitask. Breathe, get the heart beating, the subconscious programming that takes over. So all that stuff. So just learn to be present. So we can do a quick little meditation here, a little practice. Because I don't want you to get hung up with the term meditation that's long and difficult. It's not. We're going to do a 1-minute practice to stop the stress, the depression, the anxiety. So we just sit here and just feel your feet on the ground. If the mind gets into the story, come back to where are your feet? and just fully notice your feet on the ground. And the more you focus on your feet, the more peace you will feel, because we're breaking the thought streams that this moment is not good enough. So the more you are here in this moment, the more you will feel peace. And the more you're overthinking, the more stress and anxiety you will feel. So just feel the peace, because your true nature is at peace. That spirit, that consciousness, the level of the heart is always at peace. But the mind says this moment needs to be different. So that's the little practice. Realize there was no way to sit, hold your hands, breathe. You didn't even need to close your eyes. You just need to focus on your feet to get in peace. But I began with just 5 minutes a day of something very similar. And I have no health issues today. The multiple sclerosis, the bipolar are gone. No more medicine, no more cane, no more doctors. It's a little surreal, but that's my life. Because everyone has this ability to create miracles. We simply get rid of the head trash, and we have our natural ability to create miracles. And miracles happen in the present moment. They don't happen in the mind. They happen in a deeper place of being present, then taking steps from this deeper place of moving your feet. I hear wisdom. I need to take action. Wisdom, action, wisdom, action. You just can't hear all these insights and take no action. It doesn't create any changes. Changes happen by taking inspired action. Inspired from in spirit. Taking action from spirit is how we ultimately heal ourselves of the stress, the worry, the anxiety. Not by thinking, not by developing a plan, because that's still mind stuff. The cure is always in the deeper place, of the place of knowing. So that's what I want to talk about today. Say, take good care of yourself. Just notice how the mind is protesting the situation. Notice the media that you're watching. Notice the social media. Is it adding to the noise, adding to the fear, or is it empowering, uplifting? And realize that you have all the power and possibilities right here. They're not outside of you, they're within you. So the more you go within, the more inner peace you will have. And I wish you lots of peace, health, and happiness. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.